Without getting too much into detail, I just did a long form podcast with Tucker, kind of laid out the entire politics of the issue. But
Mr. Joe Kent. Mr. Joe Kent was once a very, very high IQ, very, very intelligent counter-terrorist director. That is what Mr. Donald J. Trump is going to say once he selects you for a position. But immediately you criticize him, he's going to say you were weak, you were dumb, you were stupid, and he did not even know you. How can you be a boss of an organization? You hire people, and immediately you hire them. At the time you hire them, you say they are very, very intelligent, they are up for the job. And once they say something against what you're trying to do, once they criticize your decision, once they say the move you're trying to take is not the right move, and they maybe resign or you sack them, you who said at the point of their appointment that they were very, very intelligent and capable to run that position, you will then say they were weak, they were not intelligent, they were dumb. What does that say about you, the boss? You guys, Americans, you guys are about to F up this world for all of us. Some of us are still trying to make a life out of this life that we have. Some of us are still hoping to achieve so many things. There are kids still young, looking at Donald J. Trump and saying, one day I wish I will work hard to be the president of the United States, or even the president of Uganda, or even the president of Guinea-Bissau, or even the president or the prime minister of the United Kingdom. But this old man who is on his way out is about to fuck this shit up for everybody. Hey, what's up, people? What's up, people? This is Diwi Unfiltered. I am always trying to give my own opinion on things because I am a person of this world. This world belongs to all of us. We have our life to live. We cannot sit and allow somebody who is on his way out to destroy this world for us. And that is just what Joe Kent did. Joe Kent said, no, I cannot be a part of this. I have been on tour 11 times and I have seen what war does to people and to nations. His wife died in Syria and he doesn't want to send 13 Americans are already dead. Thousands in Iran are dead. Thousands in Israel are dead. People are dying in Gaza just because two people are trying to prove to the world that they are the ones to decide what happens to the world. They are the ones who to decide who lives or who dies. They are the ones to decide which kids are going to see their first birthday, second birthday, third birthday, up to the time they turn teenagers. Just imagine the 150 something plus that were bombed in Iran. Just imagine the thousands and thousands and thousands who are being killed every day in Gaza, in Palestine. Just imagine. Why can't we not just live and enjoy this world like God gave? God gave it to us for us to enjoy. For us to enjoy and to multiply. And to have dominion over animals, not over other humans. Because he made us in his own likeness. If God said he made us in his own likeness, who is man to dominate another man? Joe Kent is an example to most Americans, especially these politicians who are just licking the ass of that old man. And imagine licking the ass of an old man who is on diapers, who shit himself up all the time. Joe Kent is an American hero. Not only an American hero, Joe Kent is a hero for all of us because he is the only one to stand up and say, no, this is wrong. I don't care what happens. By the way, Joe Kent isn't scared of anything. The guy has been to tour 11 times. He's been to war 11 times. His wife died in war, fighting in Syria. So what is he afraid of again? What has he got to lose? His wife is already dead. What has he got to lose? Anyway, people, what can I say? It's up to you guys. If you want to stay quiet and let these people destroy the world for all of us, then touche is bad. But we need to speak up. And that is what I'm doing. Guys, I'll be reading your comments. What do you think about Joken? Is he a hero for us all? And the Nobel Peace Prize is going to be given to Joken. Yes, the Nobel Peace Prize is going to be given to Joken. That is what I think. Let me know if it's going to happen. But let's keep talking. Let's keep chatting. This is Diwi Unfiltered. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Come back. Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking, people. We cannot just sit quiet. We cannot. Anyway, let's watch this, and then I'll see you guys on the other side.
Look, after serving 20 years, mostly deployed to the Middle East, fighting the wars over there, and just seeing how our country had been lied to and brought down the wrong path in those wars, and that we were getting sucked into another one, and that the American people didn't have the full story, and our country did not have a vital national interest in this current fight. I said, hey, I in good conscience can't do this, because that was a promise I made to myself probably 20 plus years ago when I was deployed to Iraq. Once I realized after my first couple deployments that we weren't there for the reasons that our government told us we were there for, I said, if it's ever my turn, if I'm ever an adult in this situation, I ever have a position of responsibility, I will not in good conscience send young men and women off to die on foreign battlefields.
So we're Catholics here, and I believe you're a baptized Catholic. We saw just on Sunday, and this is so great to see, because people are like, why a Catholic champion, or why here? The Holy Father, the Vicar of Christ on earth, has been so strong and outspoken in recent comments talking about what Catholics should be worried about, the innocent people that are being hurt through all this. He mentioned the Catholic priest that was killed, Father Pierre, by an attack in Lebanon. Does it help you to have either members of your faith community or religious leaders speaking up on your behalf? Like, what's it been like to have that support from outside?
It's been huge. I quite frankly didn't think when I submitted my resignation it would get the traction or the attention that you talked about. But having this support from friends, family, but really I've been asked a couple times, was it a hard decision to make? And it's definitely a decision I didn't make lightly. I put a lot of thought into it, and I had been thinking about it for quite some time. But having faith, I think I was able to hear God's voice. I was able to hear that I was exactly where I was supposed to be, and it was my time to actually take action, which made taking the action incredibly easy, actually, and actually made me feel very liberated and like I'm in the right spot. So.
Do you have hope for America? And if you do, why so?
I have a great deal of hope for America. I think this is a very exciting moment. I think the fact that we're seeing people who speak out on behalf of their faith, or who are willing to speak truth to power, and the fact that the people who support them are able to actually have a voice because of the technology, which obviously can be used for a lot of bad. But in the case of connecting like-minded people and getting our word out, that technology is a very powerful weapon in our hand. And also the young people in this country, the young men and the young women, plenty here in this room. I was kind of overwhelmed when I got here tonight, especially by the young folks that came up and wanted to shake my hand. And so I have a lot of hope for the next generation. I think as we head into this midterm season, and just as this war advances in the next couple of weeks, I think, like you said in your open, the most important thing we can do is be on our knees and pray. But once we're up from our knees, we need to take action. Our leaders will hear us if we all speak out. We're at a critical juncture in the war in Iran. We need to let our leaders hear that we do not support this war. We do not think there's a vital national security interest. We want to bring our troops home. We want to work towards peace in that region. We do not want 20 plus more years of bloodletting. And then as we head into this next election cycle, demand from everyone, from every political party, go to them, go to your representatives and say, I will not vote for you if you are going to vote for the continuation of these wars overseas. And by no means, I don't expect anybody here to be some kind of a pacifist. If our country is attacked, we will attack. If there's an imminent attack, we will attack. If there's an actual threat, we will attack and we will fight that. However, we cannot continue to go down this path. We have to make that clear to our leaders. That's what gives me hope.